Well, this is all about straw. You know, straw mulch, been around for years. It's one of the best, most cost-effective erosion control techniques there is. Most of the straws are made out of cereal grains. They're available on the market. This particular one right here is a wheat straw. Nice long pieces of straw here. It's pretty clean. This one right over here is a rice straw. Rice straw comes, a lot of it from California. The rice straw is pretty stringy, but this is the premium straw that if you wanted to bed down your thoroughbred horse and you wanted to sleep on a straw mattress, this is the one you'd want to sleep on. It's nice and spongy, but it's real stringy. In fact, it's believed that this particular straw has a high silica content and it lasts even longer. It doesn't degrade quite as fast. Okay, so we got rice straw, we have wheat straw. Got another one of my favorite straws that we use for a lot of our restoration work. This stuff's a premium. This is native grass straw. You know the native grasses that we spend so much money for in buying the seeds, like Elamus glaucus and Nacella pulchra, purple needlegrass. This stuff is going to cost about $6, $7 a bale. But what's beautiful about it, like this Elamus glaucus right here, there's probably about 3 or 4 ounces of seed in the bale, inadvertently. This is a secret we don't want to tell many people because I'm spending $9 for a pound of Elamus glaucus, and when I buy a bale of their straw, I'm getting some seed also. So that's a good thing. So we got native straw. One of the biggest problems with straw mulch is sometimes it can bring in a lot of weeds with it. So in the erosion control industry now, we have to make sure that our straw is certified weed-free. Caltrans in California, they're so worried about the introduction of noxious weeds, they've pretty much specified just the use of rice straw in most cases. Well, rice straw, it's got a lot of weeds in it too. You know, you see those fields with a lot of weeds, but the weeds that grow from rice fields are already submerged. You know, they're like wetland plants. And by the time you bring them up into the upland area, the grasses or the weeds aren't going to survive. So there's less risk of introducing weeds when you use rice straw. But rice straw is very stringy, so it's difficult to spread. So every one of these kinds of straws have limitations and benefits. The benefits to the wheat straw is it spreads really easy. You can grab a handful of this and you shake it down and it just spreads really nice. It's really easy to put down and get your ground cover. With the rice straw here, you pull a bunch of that out and manually you kind of have to unstring it and lay it down, and it gets really clumpy and stuff. So it's a little bit more difficult to spread. It might last a little bit longer. Sometimes the second cutting of the rice straw, as they cut those rice fields the second time, it gets down there in a bunch of mud and stuff, and it's rough on asthma or rough on breathing because there's a lot of dust in with it. And sometimes the cereal grain straws, like the wheat, after they've been dried for a while, they get really brittle. And when you run these through a straw blower, this stuff can turn to dust really easy. So you can have air quality problems from it. So whereas it spreads really easy, it could be air quality problems. There's 2 main techniques for spreading straw. There's the manual technique, you know, spreading it by hand. And then there's the straw blower machine. We can actually put these bales in a blower and we can blow the straw onto the slopes or onto the bare soil. They have blowers that are anywhere from the kind you can put in the back of your pickup truck, and you can blow a couple of flakes of straw out, to these big bale machines. You can get these big round bales of straw and load several of the bales up and spray those, and you can do acres at a time. Anyway, wind has the ability to blow the straw away, probably more than anything else, so we need to make sure that the straw is anchored. In fact, Caltrans requires on any of their jobs that the straw be anchored. There's 2 ways of anchoring. We can crimp the straw into the soil using a straw punch or a crimper, and that will actually slice it into the soil, and that was done for years. Or we can spray it with our tackifier, our hydromulcher. Do like a little hairspray on it. Give it some thick hairspray and it won't blow away. Won't become unruly during that big storm. I prefer now to tack straw. It's with our highways and our construction techniques, we often have 90% compacted soils. It's almost impossible to slice the straw back into the soil anymore. Sandy soils, it still works great, but most soils, you're not going to be able to do it. So we have to spread it, and then we have to tack it or crimp it.